Hey guys, for our math lesson today, we'll continue in our May number corner, and then we'll do a couple more of our put it on the line number game that we had done. Let's take a look at our number corner board. Remember, we were talking about a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4 array. That's what we're looking for, and we're looking at how many of the squares are shaded. All right. So we got through the last one we did was it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's going to be 24. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 out of 24 are shaded, right? And then we talked about equivalent fractions to that. So we haven't noticed any patterns yet, except maybe we looked at colors. We had like a purple, green, purple, green. So I'm wondering if that one for the fifth. So last week, if that one would be purple or green. Ooh, so that one is purple. We know there's 24, right? And we can look at this real quick and say 3, 6 is not. So we have 6 not shaded. So total shaded, if it's 24, we have 6. We know that will be 18 out of 24. So we have 18 out of 24 shaded. So 18 shaded out of 24. If we were going to look at making that into an equivalent fraction, we can divide, remember a strategy, divide both sides by 2, the top and the bottom by 2. We have 18 divided by 2. How many groups of 2 would go into that would be 9. And if we have how many groups of 2 would go into 12, we can say an equivalent fraction for 18 12s would be 18 24s would be 9 12s. Okay? So looking at here, what would we might guess, would we might predict would be for that one? So, ooh, green again. So this one's, even though it's divided in the middle, we know that can still be shaded. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can say 4, 8. And if we were making that, so that's going to be 8 out of 24. Haven't seen any patterns yet. So we can say 8 out of 24 if we're going to make an equivalent fraction for this one. We can still do 2. Or we also know that by our multiplication facts that 8 would also go into 24 as well. But if we wanted to do 2, something very, very simple, we can say 8 divide, or how many times will 2 go into 8? It could be go 4 times. How many times we just did that one? How many times will 2 go into 24? Equivalent fraction would be 4 12ths, right? All right. So if we're looking for last week, a week ago, we could say, I'm guessing this is going to be a purple. Ooh, this one's going to be another 4, 8, 12, 16. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16. 16 24s. Again, if we're going to make a equivalent fraction, divide by 2. 2 goes into 16 how many times? 8 groups. And we know that's going to be 12. All right. So, we haven't had the, now we switch. So it had went from green, or purple, green, purple, green, purple, green. And then purple now is going to an orange color. So if we look at that, we still have 24, but half of them are shaded. So we can say 12 shaded, 24. We can easily look and say we know that 12 will go into 24 how many times? 2 times. That's a half. We can also divide that by 2. 6, 12. That's also a half, right? All right. So let's, real quick, we'll look and see what Saturdays would have been. So we've changed shapes. All right. So we know this all right here. If we actually we can count up how many total would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times 6 is what? So 6 times 6 would equal 36. But we don't have everything filled out. That's not a perfect square. That'd be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 if the whole thing was square. It's not. So we can count up, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there is 12. Not. So we can take away 12. Oh, wow. That still is 24, much like we had. So we had 24 left. So we have 24 out of 24. That's going to equal a whole. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take that from the 6 by 6, that gives us 24. So 24 is still what we're talking about, but it's no longer a rectangle. These others were a rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But it's still talking about the whole. 24 out of 24 are shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 24. 24 out of 24 are shaded, much like it was when we did this one. All right, so we'll take a peek and see what will happen next week, and we'll go from there. For our game, real quick, remember we were talking about quarters, right? So we separated this all, or separated equally on a number line. 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, 4 quarters, 4 out of 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's take a look at our game piece. So it says Tom did 1 quarter of his homework on Monday, right here. On Tuesday, he did another quarter, right here. On Wednesday, he did another quarter. So 1, 2, 3. How much of his homework does Tom need to finish? So if he's done this one, and that one, how much is left for him to finish? So don't worry about these over here, because we're only talking about 1, 2, 3 quarters. This bottom part is telling me what? How many total we're talking about. So if he's done 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, he's done 3/4 of his homework. How much is left for him to do? Right. He still has 1/4 left to do, right? Because if he's done 1/4 on Thursday, then he's done 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters of his work and he would be finished. But on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, he each did a quarter of those days. He still has the 1/4 left. That one right there. All right. Now let's look at this one. Maria had $2. She spent 25 cents. How much does Maria have left? So now we can take a look at our number line here. It goes from 0 all the way to 2. So we can pretend this number line is going to represent 2 full dollars. She spent 25 cents. So 25 cents is also known as what? A quarter, right? How much does she have left? So how would we find out how much she has left? We can take $2 and then subtract the quarter that she spent, then how much does she have left? She would have $1.75, right? Because she had $2 all the way here. And if we want to, we can go down our number line a quarter and then count up how much she had left. 1, 2, 3, $1. 1, 2, 3, $1.75 is also $1.75. All right. So nice job on your math today. And you guys can do your Dreambox assignments.